You mentioned depression, and I remember you saying that you thought of yourself about 3 times during your life.
Yeah.
And how serious were those thoughts at that moment?
They were very strong. You know, at that time I was isolated. Even though I was around people, emotionally, mentally, I was isolated. And those thoughts were very amplified for me. You know, it came as a very soothing voice. It was like, you know, if you end it now, your whole life, like all the sadness, it will just end and you'll be able to rest. But at that point, I was shocked because I was like, how can I be listening to this voice? You know, I tried to do overdoses and stuff like that. And I was really, really, depressed at that moment. And I was just isolated. And that was something that made me really fall deeper into depression when I was by myself. I was making $30,000 to $40,000 a month. I was trapping. But the crazy thing was, inside of my heart, I had no self-control. I had no happiness. Even though I made that money, I was still empty inside of my heart. I believe everyone, it doesn't matter how old you are, they all have bouts of emptiness. So for me, I had to, when I looked at my life, I thought it was a curse. You know, why am I in YA at the age of 12? This is not normal, seeing people get stabbed and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then, you know, but now when I look at my life, going into prisons, the way that I look, I can see that people respect it off bat because they can tell that, hey, he's been through something, probably more than some guy who's a pastor who comes in dressed up, nice, clean cut, you know? So when I speak to people, we can relate. And I didn't want this life. I didn't wake up and go, you know what, I'm gonna be a prison minister today. No, I believe God had his plan for me. And he allowed me to go through a lot of things, even to the point of joining the gang, like the Dubs that I'm from, one of the most ruthless gangs in our area. Like, God has led me to where I'm at now. So I definitely believe I can speak and reach to a lot of the youth.